Okay, so this video is going to be your complete guide to living S tier, but extremely cheaply in Miami or really any top tier city. There's a lot of benefits to living in a top tier city versus Thailand or Iowa or something. There's network, there's business opportunities, but I think for most people, there's a mental shift that happens when you're around a lot of people who are wealthy enough to live anywhere but choose to live in Miami or New York or Dallas or Singapore or LA. And like the big shift that you want to make here is that not spending money doesn't mean you're poor. It just means you're smart and you understand incentives and fair market value. It's really the same skill as running an agency or marketing or sales. It's just a different form. Don't be ashamed of it. And if you are like young, if you want to move, it's cheaper to come here than you think. I'm going to tell you, I made a list of everything you could possibly want in an S tier lifestyle. I'm going to teach you how to get it really cheaply in this video. So the first thing is Cartier sunglasses. So I moved to Brickell. I wanted to buy Cartier sunglasses. Guess what? They're $200 on eBay. And you come with like 3 Cartier boxes. You open one, there's another box. You open the other box. There's the hard shell case. Then there's a soft. It's the real deal. $200 on eBay. Maybe it's fake. I don't know. But no one can tell the difference anyway. So Cartier sunglasses, Rolex, same thing. I went on Etsy. When I was a high ticket closer, I convinced myself I needed a Rolex. And I was like, let me try a fake one. Let me see if anybody can even tell the difference. Guess what? Nobody can. I met watch enthusiasts. I met people that picked up, they're like, oh, is that a Rolex Milgauss? I'm like, yes, it is. I didn't say it was real. Nobody can tell the difference. Nobody cares. They like are impressed, but whatever. It's not a big deal. Just get it for free. It's $200-300. $200 for Cartier sunglasses. Don't pay $2,000. Just get the cheap ones. These things don't have that much value. They resell really easily, and no one can tell the difference. I went on like money Twitter meetups. I met this guy who was a big watch enthusiast from Dubai or whatever. Nobody could tell. So it's a phase, you get over it. But if you want a Rolex Cartier sunglasses, go for it. Let's say you're dating a girl and she wants like a real purse. She wants like a real Loewe or MiuMiu purse. Go on eBay, go on Japanese purse resellers. You can get them for like $100, $200, $300. Really, really good brands. Not like Louis Vuitton, but like the more edgy, cool, like every girl wants to be a MiuMiu girl anyway. If you go on TikTok. So it's like really, really cheap. You can buy her one every 4 months. It's $200. Like, why not? Like, let her have fun. Let her be young. So designer clothes. Let's say you're in Miami and you want like that gallery department, Kith, Rhude look. These are all t-shirts. They have almost no intrinsic value. So you go on eBay, you can get like gallery department shirts for $40. Rhude shirts for $30. People just go to thrift stores. People just resell them. They have no value. So you can buy them really, really cheaply. And let's say you want to date the most beautiful women. What do? So I had a fitness influencer live with us for a little while, and he would just meet girls on the street, just talk to them. You have to have some game. You have to look good, but work out. It's free. And then he would just go to Whole Foods, get a bottle of wine, walk around the beach, and girls loved it. So dating is very, very cheap. Don't let people make you believe it's expensive. You want to filter out for those girls anyway. The next step is, let's say you want flights to Paris, flights to Europe, because you're in a tier 1 city like Miami. You go to Paris, it's $300. Especially if you fly on like a Tuesday afternoon, which if you are a high ticket closer or you have an agency, it's really easy because you don't have to work a 9-to-5 job. So you can leverage that and get the flights for a third of what other people pay. Car, you don't really need a car. Just live in the most expensive places in Miami that are really walkable. Brickell, downtown Wynwood, Edgewater, you're fine. Very expensive drinks and food. How do you get very expensive drinks and food? And how do you also become a regular at the best bars and coffee shops? Here's what you do. You join something that's called the United States Bartenders Guild. And you just say, I love the industry. I'm into marketing. I just want to learn. In Philadelphia, United States Bartenders Guild, Philadelphia, the president of our guild doesn't bartend at all. He's never been behind a bar. He just loves alcohol. He invites people to his house. He does like cocktail competitions at his house. People love him. You could just join, and then you make friends with all of the best bartenders in the city. So when there's a new hotspot that opens, like nobody goes to Sexy Fish anymore, but you knew Kevin from Sexy Fish. Guess what? He's the head bartender at Mother Wolf now. And then in 6 months, when there's another, then it's Sunny's, then it's, but you keep going from place to place. Instead of trying to kill yourself and spend thousands of dollars to be a regular in one place that's expensive, just make friends with all the best bartenders. And on coffee, if you love coffee, you want to go to all of the best third wave coffee shops in Miami, go to Thursday night throwdowns, go to barista competitions where they do the latte art. Just make friends with those people too. And then you find out the scene. And then everywhere you go, somebody recognizes you. You go on a date or you have a visit, and they're like, who is this guy? How does he know everyone? And you did it for almost nothing. To join the United States Bartenders Guild, where they throw alcohol and food at you in the best restaurants in Miami, is like $200 a year. It's $200 a year, just nobody does it. So you can do it, and it costs nothing. All of these things are so cheap. Food, just eat healthy food. So my diet: dates, coconut water, maple syrup, ground beef, chicken, rice, vegetables, fish once or twice a week, Greek yogurt. It's really hard to overpay for this stuff. I try. I go to farmers markets and I spend $18 on maple syrup. It still lasts me 3 weeks. So it's just eat really healthy food. Go out once a week, twice a week. It's cheap. Private MMA lessons. So what a lot of people do is they go to like the fancy gym, like Boxer. Boxer, by the way, is not that great. It smells bad. There's cockroaches, like there's no air conditioning. There's a Ferrari, but like just because a celebrity goes there doesn't mean you have to go there. Instead of spending all this money and they charge you like $300 a class, you have to sign up for $200 a month. Go to a place like Gocha and go to a real MMA gym with real fighters. And pro fighters don't make much money. Get somebody for $70, $80 an hour. Best martial arts training of your life. One-on-one, amazing. Like MMA, private MMA lessons. Let's say you have a girlfriend, you want yoga, Pilates, bar classes, class pass. Or like in a lot of buildings in Miami now, they're really into community. So there's yoga class for free, there's Pilates class for free. There's in Miami, there's gyms everywhere, every tier 1 city. So the gyms in a building, in an apartment building, are often better than like a gym in like the middle of Iowa or Texas. Like it's hard to compete. There's really, really high level amenities. And then if you want to live in the really fancy places in Miami, like Brickell, Wynwood, Edgewater, just get a roommate. Like, listen, like I believe that until your rent is 10% of your revenue, you should live with a roommate. Like there's no reason to overspend on rent. If you live in a tier 1 city, even San Francisco, New York, it's very, very socially acceptable to have a roommate. It's very socially acceptable to have multiple 6-figure income and a roommate. Why would you waste the money? So very, very normal. Don't feel ashamed. You can totally do it. All of the money Twitter guys did it. You can do it too. Gym, you can go to Muscle Beach. There's calisthenics outside. Home gyms are really good. A lot of times there's a sauna and a cold plunge in a pool. You can get a roommate, pay $200 or $2,500 for a penthouse, and get a building with a co-working space. There's really not much difference between spending $2,000 a month with a roommate and spending $8,000 or $10,000 or $20,000 on penthouse. Like all of the apartments in Miami look very similar. There's the same fake wooden floors, same like 2-3-year-old like Samsung G appliances. Like they're all kind of the same. Like don't let somebody else intimidate you. That you like your life is going to be just as good as theirs. You're going to have all the amenities, you're going to have all the benefits, but you can live really, really, really well in Miami for maybe 30-40% more than it would cost you to do it in Iowa. But the opportunities that you get, the people that you can meet are so amazing that it ends up being a very cost-effective decision to go to a tier 1 city. So if you found this helpful, if there's something that you don't understand, or you're like, how much do you spend? How can you spend so little? Just DM me or comment on this post and I'll answer you. But this is like, don't be gaslit into thinking it's super expensive. Just don't go drinking. Just don't do the touristy retail stuff. Don't go to bottle service. It's so cheap to live here, guys. Like every city, there's always an underclass. There's always ways to get things for a low price. So any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have a great day. We'll go back to business stuff tomorrow and I'll talk to you then.